Hello all and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll see Linux permissions. So yeah, we'll start. So what are the Linux file permissions? So in Linux, every file and directory has a permission. This permission defines who can access a file and what they can do with it. This is a core concept in Linux because Linux is a multi-user operating system. Multiple users can access the same system. So permissions help to ensure the security and control of the system. So there are three type of users, okay, in the Linux. First is owner, another is a group, okay, and other users, okay. So owner is basically the person who has created the file and whom this file belongs, okay. So group is a collection of users who share similar access. Okay, like suppose you have development team, testing team, or any Linux admins or any networking team. Okay, so and others are everyone else on the system. Okay, so every permission assigned separately for these three categories. Okay, so there are three different types of permissions for these three different type of users groups and others. Okay, so we'll talk about that. So there is first permission is read permission. Okay, it is denoted as R. Okay, so it allows users to view files and directories. Okay, another is a write permission. Okay, W. Okay, so it allows modifying or editing the file, also deleting the files. Okay, so if you have write permission, then you can modify the files. Okay, and third permission is execute permission. Okay, it is denoted as X. So this permission allows uh, running the files. Like if you have any script, so this permission gives execute access to the groups, users or owners. So these three types of permissions we have. Okay, so we'll look into this on the terminal itself. So we'll create here one file and one folder. Okay, so you can see we have created this script and this temporary folder. Okay, so you can see these are the permissions are here. Okay, so first these three, first I will tell you. So this D is for directory. Okay, and this is a normal file. Okay, so this first permissions read write execute permissions are belong to the owner, the person who has created the file or who has the ownership of that file. Okay, so other three permissions are belong to the groups, like this file belongs to the means any team or group is there like development. So these permissions are for that group, and these permissions are for other persons who are there in the system but they don't belong to the any groups or they don't own the this file. Okay, so this is that simple. Okay, so we can uh, use chmod command to change the permissions of a file. Suppose chmod and you want to give write permissions to the others also. Okay, so you can write here chmod. Okay, others you want to give the permission plus write permission you want to give, and to temp folder you want to give that permission. Okay, so you can see that, see, this is modified. See, you can see read write execute all the permissions to the temp folder. Okay, so and if you want to remove that permissions, so you can simply write here o minus write. Okay, so you can simply see by llc write permissions is removed from the other users. Okay, so this is that simple. Okay, so also you can use numeric values to add or remove the permissions. Okay, so yeah, you can see 7 is there for the read. Okay, write for write there is 2 is there. Oh sorry, for read it is 4, for write it is 2, and it is 1. Okay, so I will show you this. Okay, by combining all of this it becomes, okay, yeah, so this like this you can give the permissions. Okay, so also uh, I will show you using numerics how we can give that. Suppose you want to give uh, permissions, all permissions to the owner, groups, and others persons. Okay, so you can simply write as 777. Okay, 777 read. This first 7 is for read write execute to the owner, read write execute for the group, read write execute for the other users. Okay, okay, you can see simply here, see all the permissions are given to them. Suppose you don't want to give any permission to the others and groups also. Okay, so this group is there, root group. You don't want to give any permission to the group and other users that are in the system. So for that, and you want to give that read write execute permissions to the only owner, so you can simply write there here 700 and ping. Okay, you can see here permissions are modified. Permissions are belong to the only owner. Only owner can read, write, and execute this script. Okay, you can see that. Suppose you want to give write permissions to the group. Okay, and um execute permissions to the others. Okay, and all permissions to the owner. So you can write here 7 for read, write, execute to the owner. Okay, write permission to the group. For the write permission what we are using to. Okay, and execute permission to the other users in the system. Okay, see you can see here permission is modified. See you can see here. Okay, only owner can modify, change, and write execute that file. So we have changed that to the read write execute for the owner. Okay, write for the groups, and execute for the other users. Okay, and here you have changed that. See you can see these permissions are belong to the owner, write permission to the groups. Okay, these are group permissions are here 3 dash, and these are 3 dash for other users. Other users can only execute that script. Okay, so yeah, this is the chmod command you can use to change the permissions of the files and directories. Okay, another command is there, that is chown command. Okay, so this command is used to change the ownership of the file. Okay, so like which group or which user this file belongs. Okay, so using chown command we can change that. Okay, suppose this file belongs to the root group and root user. Okay, so you want to change the ownership of that file. See here root is there, we can change the ownership of that. See Bhratesh, you want to give ownership of that file to Bhratesh, we'll write file name. Okay, Bhatesh user is not present there, so we'll use, yeah, Bhatesh is there. You can see the owner change to the Bhatesh. Okay, so yeah, like this you can change the owner of that file. Suppose you want to change the owner of this temp folder. Okay, so you can simply write see, it is changed. You want to see. Okay, we'll change that back to the root. Okay, see, you can see it is changed. Okay, so this is the chon command. Okay, it is used to change the ownership uh, of the files or directories. Okay, so this is there. So for the to perform this permission, one thing I forgot to mention, to perform this command, uh, you have to be logged in through the root user. Okay, so a root user or using sudo command, you can use this command. Okay, so there is another command is there, chgrp command. Okay, so if you want to change the group of that file, okay, so you can use this command. Okay, for the owner change you will use this chon, for the group change you will use this. So we have seen here you have changed the owner of this file. Okay, so to change this group you will use chgrp command. Okay, so yeah, I will show you chgrp will write a group name which you want to assign. Okay, suppose this group you want to change here. Okay, for the temp folder, you can see now, see, the group is changed for that folder. So now this file belongs to that bhatesh group. Okay, we'll change back it to the root. Okay, so yeah, these are the files. Yeah, I'll just give you the output of this terminal so you can practice this. Okay, I will push this to my GitHub repo. So yeah, this chgrp command is used to change the group. Okay, okay. So I will also write syntax here. Okay, so this will be the syntax and the chgrp group and the file or folder name. Okay, and for this permissions, I will, first one is owner. Okay, second three dot lines belongs to the group and others. Okay, so yeah, so chmod command we will use for that to change the file permissions. Okay, syntax I will write here. Okay, so yeah, we have covered all the three permissions. So yeah, if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like, share and subscribe for more Linux and DevOps content. Also please give me suggestions how I can improve the quality of this videos, and also anything you want to suggest. Okay, we'll connect in next video. We'll see next topic. Okay, thanks for the watching. See you in the next video.